You're now tuned into STWF-TV, the Parlay Perspective. The Parlay Perspective. Where we talk hockey.
Feed Byfield around one man in on goal. Scores! What a goal! Quentin Byfield! And that gets Jim Fox out of his seat here at Crypto.com Arena.
Basketball.
Take matters into his own hands, Van Horn. Now you got to get this in from Kerry's kick.
Football.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh my goodness!
Oh my God!
Wilson's gonna lob one, and somehow, some way, Paul Richardson comes up with the ball.
Cuts upfield. Hurdles over a couple of people.
Oh my goodness, did you see that? He hit Steve Brown with what looked like a karate kick.
Baseball and more.
Well, there goes again. Pitch is swung on a miss. Throw to second base is high. They're going to say that Rojas got in the way. It doesn't matter. Sosa tagged him out anyway. That was an amazing catch and tag by Sosa.
The Parlay Perspective. The Parlay Perspective.
The longest intro in the world.
Indeed it is.
We definitely going to have to change that for season 2.
Yeah, we're killing retention. People signing right off.
How you doing today, my brothers?
We doing good, man. You doing good. Yourself?
Dude, I got a bone to pick with you, bruh.
Uh-oh.
You call us some witches down here talking about us complaining about the cold earlier. I saw that comment.
Oh yeah. I had to.
Well,
It was more with the blankie comment. Like, you gotta put on a snuggie and a blankie and all that stuff, man. Come on, dog. I would never make it in Massachusetts, dog. Never.
I actually enjoy the cold. I can do the cold a lot better than I can the heat.
Yeah, I mean the first 2 days you're like, but after that, when you know the weather's kind of consistent and being cold, it's kind of like, what the fuck it.
Yeah, bundle up.
All day,
What's up,
man.
Bobby? Bobby Boucher.
Got a phone to people,
Yeah, Bobby.
Oh man, Chili Will in the building, bro.
Chili Will doing this damn thing. Will, I know you tired, man. We went in overtime last night.
Yeah, we had a lot. We did a lot.
It was fun though. It was fun. If y'all missed us last night, tune in. No, you can go back and take a look at it. We did our show reviews of the Squid Games and Carry On. Definitely check it out.
Still not watched the Carry On, but
See, I said we live in the South for a reason. I don't mind cold, but this is bullshit. It's a walk in the park for these fellas, man. They probably out there with hoodies and shorts on.
yeah, we used to that. It's cold as hell out here right now, man.
You on the water though?
Like real cold, like shit freezes.
Yeah, like shit freezes for days. Like you got people on the in ponds and rivers. It's like ice skating.
Yeah,
like it's crazy. Wow, this hell.
Y'all keep complaining about that 50-degree weather though.
50. It's 17 today. That's like Antarctica to us.
Yeah.
So man, I know you guys are basketball experts, and I want to give y'all flowers early. Y'all are really big into the women's basketball game as well. I mean, your talking points, your narratives. So with that being said, we had some history made the other night. Vanderbilt's Mikayla Blakes. She had a big game the other night, man. As a freshman, Division I record, 55-point game. Y'all got it. Show is yours, man.
Yeah, just 55 points from the young freshman. On a blistering 53.6% from the field. 23 free throws made in the overtime win versus Auburn. These 55 points scored by Blake is tied for the ninth most in the single game history of the NCAA women's basketball era. Matches Patricia Hoskins of Mississippi Valley State, who in 88-89 hit 55 as well. She has 2 50-point games on the season. Earlier in the season, she dropped a 53 ball on, let me just say, somebody in here likes the Gators, but the ladies.
Lady Gators usually good too, so that's crazy.
SDC true freshman record at the time. The 55 hits the record. She is the first freshman in the 4th NCAA player since 99-2000 to have multiple 50-point games in the same season. This sounds really Jody Meekish to me. If you know Jody Meeks.
Oh, I remember Jody Meeks. Yeah, just lighting up out of nowhere.
Right.
Yeah.
So in over the 2-game span, 37 points a game, 34 points a game, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 5 steals. They play again against Oklahoma, but Oklahoma right now 19-7. 6-6 in SEC play, so the tournament committee will have a tough time. But with those 2 50-point games, I think if they can win the rest of their regular season games and maybe win one in the tourney, they should be in. But I think scoring 2 50-point games for her just basically helped her team to get in the tournament as one of the lowest seeds in whatever bracket.
Yeah, definitely.
So she's got 2 50-point games already, they say? I missed that part.
Yeah. Looks like she's going to be having some more, too, the way she playing.
A 55-point game occurred on Sunday against Auburn, and again, she had 53 against the Florida Gators. And that was the record. That was tied for the record, and then her 55 and broke the SEC single season score record, man. It was the first double overtime game in Vanderbilt's gymnasium in over 35 years, and she scored 13 points in the overtime victory. So she was already gave you an encore presentation.
Shout out to Vandy. It seems like they're having a good year.
All around. Yeah.
They're just doing stuff, yeah.
And shocked the world in the fall.
I've just heard a lot more about Vandy this year than I've ever heard in previous years, honestly. So that's good for them. Good for their program.
Yeah, absolutely. And then as we hit the NCAA men's and women's tournaments, it's going to be a lot of stars that you ain't seen play basketball before, and they'll introduce themselves to you, hopefully in the right way. This introduction here that the world's getting to this young female this week, she deserves it, and hopefully she can continue to rock it out. Scoring 50-point games like that, along with what else you're averaging, maybe 2,000 points in your future. I don't know if you'll break the record for most points in a college career, but, hey, you'll probably be on the list, man, the way you pitting up the ball.
Doing work.
Yes, sir. Indeed. We had an awesome week of women's basketball. A lot of marquee games, especially if you was intact last Sunday. You had 2 great doubleheader games on ABC. You had Connecticut traveling to South Carolina, with Connecticut and Aussie Fudd was able to stomp on the Gamecocks. And you had Texas LSU. LSU comfortable up until the 4th. And then Texas took it from them. Texas balling this season. It was my pick last year to win the national championship for the ladies, but it didn't work that way. Maybe this year they rekindle my flame. So a lot of interesting games going on right now. It's coming down to the finish. About a couple weeks away from conference tournaments. You're gonna be pretty excited as it leads into the WNBA draft coming up, I believe, a month after that. So while we're here, we like talking ladies. We like our viewers for showing us love while we talk about these females. We have a mock edition of the WNBA draft. We'll go through a couple of the mock draft picks based on the analysis. Shout out to the Bleacher Report for this fabulous list. So we'll go at number 1, projected number 1 pick in this year's upcoming WNBA draft, is Paige Beckers, point guard of UConn. Here's some rattles that maybe she slid down a little bit. Maybe the game is digressing. But in this draft, we kind of figured her to be number 1 or number 2, 23 years of age. She decided to return for an additional year eligibility. She could already be in the league, but she's like, I need to gain my top spot back. I need to let people know that I'm good after all the ACL and injuries I've had. She says that's the plan. She's going to school. She's going to the league. And the Dallas Wings currently hold that pick. And General Manager Kurt Miller was aggressive this free agent period. So being aggressive and knowing that you got a number 1 pick coming in, probably picked all these players out to make Paige, as soon as she walks in, the happiest woman alive. They added DeJounte Carrington, Maisha Hines-Allen, Tasha Harris, and Alyssa Smith to strengthen their backcourt, deepen their versatility in the post, and as a unit to probably provide major improvements defensively. So there you go.
So
man.
question.
Yes.
So question, being a Dallas Wings fan, I'm not as privy to you guys are as far as the women's basketball. Should I be excited for this pick?
Yeah, you should be excited for this pick.
She was Caitlin Clark before Caitlin Clark.
Really?
When they came out of high school, she was the higher ranked player.
Really?
Doing some of the same shit, busting ass, just hitting big threes. She's like, the only thing that she probably would have been the hype that she deserved if she didn't tear her ACL.
And
I
COVID.
was about to ask what happened.
And COVID. Honestly, I feel like when the injury that happened and then COVID happened, it kind of when COVID opened, when everything opened back up, it was kind of like
during COVID.
Happening. Caitlin Clark enters the frame. You know,
I'm down, P Dollar. I have a blast every time I go.
Her freshman year was like the middle of COVID, basically towards the end. But yeah, it was like the height wasn't where it should have been, and then she got hurt. But yeah, she as a freshman she was unbelievable. She's gonna be a problem. She got to help.
I like to hear that.
Absolutely, definitely. And this draft, you'll see some names that you're like, but hopefully the WNBA fixes their eligibility rules for in years to come, so that talent that we're definitely seeing on the TV screen nightly and or daily are selected. But Paige is number 1, which entered number 2. This team this year is the number 1 team in the country, dominant as hell. And hey, it's flattering. It's great right now that they have a lady going in the top 2. And number 2, the Seattle Storms, Mark Wise, Olivia Miles, point guard from Notre Dame. They did trade for the number 2 pick in a 3-3 trade, sending Drew Lloyd to the Aces, and made the additions of Anita Kumaway and Gabby Williams, and the additions of Alicia Clark and Erica Wheeler. A little bit of a complete picture for Seattle, but not really. They're probably gonna not be as good this year, but they can deal with that because I believe that they want to get top picks in the next couple drafts. And the potential franchise guard, Olivia Miles, is definitely a stepping point to do that. And she would have the opportunity to follow from Skylar Diggins, who's a former Notre Dame Irish woman herself. So that's good as well. 16.7 points a game, 6.2 assists, 2 of 44 from behind the clip. So she's one of the most electric playmakers. There's more than one playmaker on this basketball team. You know, if you've been watching Hannah and Dio, she's been doing her thing too, man. And Notre Dame has a few WNBA prospects in their starting lineup. Let me tell you this. Let me say that again. Few top picks right now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So keep riding.
Is that the impact of NIL?
I don't know. I would say no, because Notre Dame's always, in a sense,
they always got
some great teams. So some teams are getting affected greatly by the NIL, but I don't think Notre Dame's one of those teams. They always had somewhat of a top 5, top 10 team, able to go Sweet 16s, Elite 8, snuck a couple national championships. But the NIL definitely helps a team like this. But Notre Dame is kind of, you know what I'm saying?
They always got bodies, man. They Notre Dame like that. They always got bodies. And they're not always great, and they don't always got the best talent, but they always got like 2 or 3 players that like probably probably gonna play on the next level, or at least that been around for a while. So like you got veterans in your lineup. But yeah, Notre Dame's always got something going on.
Fair enough.
Not a lot of bad Notre Dame teams. Not a lot of great ones either, but
2026 draft will be crazy, Bobby. 2025 we get this year. I'm hopefully another exciting WNBA year.
That's Ozzy's year.
2026 is like 84. Yeah,
26.
Ozzy Fudd, Juju Watkins, Mikayla.
Juju, yep. Juju's the main one.
Crazy, dog. Number 3 to the Chicago Sky.
I hope Ozzy bounced back.
Sonia Critton, another guard from Notre Dame. Chicago Sky let go of their coach. They can hold a whole bunch of different directions with this pick, but I think backcourt depth after letting Mabry go, and versatility to help alongside who they have over there is definitely a concern and need. Crittenton has a unique level of versatility, her size and ability to play off the ball, 13.5 points a game, 3 assists a game, 5.5 rebounds a game, shooting 38% from the perimeter, very IQ-ish, really great guard who makes smart decisions, not looking for just herself, and operating a half of full court sets, and has proven to be a formidable playmaker alongside other high skill guards.
Yo, her game is gonna. She got one of them games that she's gonna be better on the next level than she is here.
Yes,
because the way the game works, she's gonna have professionals around her. She's like a real professional already the way she plays. So like she's gonna be better in a professional setting. I look forward to seeing what she does in the league.
Hey, Ozzy Fudd is having a decent. I look at the stat line of Ozzy Fudd. We're gonna give her her last 2 out of 3 games, but before that it was kind of subpar.
Yeah, she about like that's the problem with Ozzy. She just kept getting injuries.
I can back up injuries and all that. No disrespect, but she's having a great year to be back. But now she hits her strain, and then what she did over the last week and a half, if she continues that, UConn's gonna be a scary out in the NCAA tournament. I think they win. If that happens, if Paige is at 100% clip and Fudd is at 100% clip, UConn gonna be scary. They proved it on Sunday, man. So definitely that. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now, man. Shout out to you guys. Number 4, we going Whitby with it. We going to France. Washington Mystics select Dominique Malona. She's a center/forward. 19 years old. She's 6'6". And
yeah, she is tall.
This can be a franchise pick right here. We see what Whitby's doing. We know she ain't Whitby, but we're going to France to look for talent, and she's there. Must be something in that water. One of the most impressive draft prospects on the board. Easily could go number 1, they're saying. Intangibles and current skill set don't come around very often. Very mobile as she is, and has a real combination of athleticism, speed, length, and touch around the rim. Facing up, attack off the dribble. If she's doing that, listen here. If I'm Dallas, I might reconsider.
Ooh, she caught the bang. She caught the dunk.
Really?
It's right here. It's a dunk. Yeah, she dunked that shit.
That's a dunk. Hell yeah. Oh man. So 17.9 points a game, 10.5 rebounds a game, shooting 57% from the floor in Euro Cup action this season. Coming here to the pros, definitely great for her. She's gonna love it. I think she's gonna eat WNBA. Listen here. Aja Wilson, Brianna Stewart, and she can go, and she can shoot, and she can get a jump shot like beyond like 12 feet. It's over. Because we know Brianna and Aja take her to the. They're gonna take her. They're gonna take her far out. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to beat her. You know, because they can shoot at that little clip. So yeah, this pick right here for the Mystics. I mean. You get Dominique on one side and then potentially Cooper Flag on the other side. And Washington, your future's probably bright a little bit. Let's see.
She dunked it with ease, too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of females dunking with ease nowadays. It's crazy.
Make you nervous, too?
No. Nothing with basketball, woman-wise, makes me nervous. I had a sister who played basketball, and if she was three inches taller, she would have been the best in the family.
She was problematic.
And keeping it real, even with we see the height in the WNBA, I would scratch that. She was the best in the family because she didn't need that extra 3 inches. Because I see women that's smaller than her killing it. You know what I'm saying? So doing in there, man. And the number 5 pick of the mock draft, the Golden State Valkyries, who I want to note, expansion teams, they're going through the roughest patch for an expansion team. Nobody wants to play. Nobody in free agency wanted to sign with them. Of course, they got their players off like some random draft. But their first official player, mark-wise, would be Anissa Morrow, forward of LSU, 22 years old, double-double machine. You've seen her right by the side of Angel Reese. In her years there, her motor, no-quit approach to the game outweighs definitely. She's a block machine. And if I'm starting a team and I need I need someone big down there in the post, I'm taking her. And she has the type of motor to get that Golden State team started and their franchise started. So she gets to write her name early, potentially playing for a new franchise that's in the league, and probably going to be one of the worst teams. But she's going to be one of the building blocks, as more than likely they'll probably pick in the top 3 next year. And maybe, hey, you may end up with a number 1 pick. You might end up with Juju in the bed. You know? And she plays in the competitive SEC. So you got to look at that too. Like, this girl's no slouch. She's out there playing against the best of the best competition with, we talked about it a lot during the football season, the alignment of the SEC. And in basketball, it's even better than it is football between the men's and the women's. Listen here. I've seen about 5, 6, 7 great SEC games in one setting. And it was probably the 6 or 7 best games of the year.
SEC cooking.
Toot's going to be a real-life Wonder Man.
Hey, listen here. I would never go that route, but hey, if I wasn't
Wonder Man,
I would.
Number 4. Oh, number 6. I mean, number 6.
We have number 6 here. Sorry, fellas. So today's number 6 in the mock draft, Kiki Eifrin, who potentially could be a 2 or 3 pick in this draft, but it's getting to the point where front offices need to stop looking less at glaring needs and more at the best player available. And to me, honestly, I don't think she's messed up her stock at all. I mean, going to USC, you know, playing along the great Juju Watkins, okay. But this girl right here, she's definitely a top 1 to 3 talent in the league. I would have a hard time, as Bleacher Report says as well, they would have a hard time, and she was still on the board at this position.
That's crazy.
I think she's one of the top ones, and I'm not going to exclude and disrespect any of the women before her, but whoever gets this lady right here, and if the Mystics can get Dominique and Eifrin, dog, listen here. It won't be too long before the Mystics are over here potentially trying to get into a conference final or a WNBA final if they can draft and go get the right pieces. She's a beast.
Yeah, she's a bucket, yo.
Right.
28-4. Yeah, light work.
Sure. 8.2 rebounds, 17.8 points per game. She's definitely on her way. Real. Riding on number
28-4, she shot about what? About 75%?
Basically,
yep,
yeah.
That's 75 on the money.
A little under. Yeah. Balling. We got
number 7 to the Liberty. The world champions with the 7th pick in the draft. What a time to be alive. Georgia Moore.
8 but 12 teams, 13 teams.
Yeah, and they got the 7th pick and they won a championship. Yeah, listen here. Who picked did they get last year? Georgia Moore, the total package when it comes to ability to run the point guard. She makes the game look very easy. The leadoff pick and roll, decision making is elite. people think it will translate exceptionally well to the next level. As she ranks second in the nation at 7.2 assists. Multi-level score, that's pretty good. Definitely in the perimeter threat. If she goes along with Sabrina, that's going to be wild. And she's built for big moments in a big stage. She recently had a 43-point game for the Lady Wildcats, tied for most points in the game. Let's see. I'm just over here watching.
She got nice hands.
She was only calling because she was trying to see.
She gets to a spot pretty easy.
To note already, Clara Strack has picked up one
Yeah,
foul.
she got a little sidestep
too. A problem, Georgia Amor, but they were down by 24 points and cut it to 1.
Oh, that's
and those
nice.
finish.
He's
a bucket.
Kentucky has. We're only seeing Kentucky.
Yeah, that back is rude.
On the offensive end, that's a good start.
Ooh, come here.
Kentucky. Amor calling her old number. Kentucky still has Clara Strack on the bench with 2 fouls.
Watch this next one, Will. Put in the spinner.
Okay. Oh, by her. Oh! Yeah, that's crazy.
She is on fire right now.
Yeah, she cooked him.
Number 35 for the Texas Longhorns.
They're going to flag us for this. I didn't know this was live.
3-level score, rebounder.
Oh, it is right now?
5'6". More than that.
Every inch of it is a bucket.
Wow.
Bucket.
Oh.
Why y'all keep going for the fake? You know what I want.
Wow.
Unconscious.
Yeah, she just got lights out right quick. Yeah. Y'all better just, all that's in a close game until that last one.
Finish the job against LSU. They've trailed by 17.
Scoop.
Both hands, 2 hands going up. She's picked up 2 fouls in the first quarter.
The fader off one wrong direction is crazy.
Crazy as hell. And we made a mistake, me and Bobby, because we thought this next player would be potentially a pick next year. She's going to be a pick potentially this year. And we talked about it a few moments ago. Jake brought her up. Ozzy Flood coming out of Connecticut, going to the Connecticut Sun, going home, never leaving. Don't have to go nowhere, but just down the street.
Got a shotgun like Ozzy Fudd.
Ross is annihilated during the off season, as their roster was. So they definitely with a new coach, new vision for the franchise, need to get a new franchise star. It is unknown if Fudd will utilize her final year eligibility, and this is why she possibly could be in there next year. But I'm gonna be real with you. If I'm her, I'll probably go in this year. I'll try to get a knack on things and get a kickstart on things if I'm her personally. But if she does go back for the extra year eligibility, I ain't mad at her, dog. Go do what you do. But she could be a big addition for the rebuilding Sun if she does declare. The stock's on the rise after, as Jake mentioned, her surrenders last 2 weeks of basketball. Getting back to that Fudd clip where she definitely put points on ladies. So shout out to her. Bobby. She has 13.6 this year. 48% from the perimeter. Her game is not limited to jump shots. Her ability to attack off the dribble is overlooked all the time. She's eligible this year. Yes.
Yeah, Bobby, because remember, she had the freshman year where she was nice, then the injury the second year. And then this would be, was it 2 years of injuries or 1 year?
20. You could be 20 years. You're 20 years old. If you're 20 years old,
I'm just trying to figure out how many years she missed being injured.
I think she missed a year or two.
Yeah, it was at least 1 year, and then this would be the third year playing. So that means, about that time for her.
So yeah, definitely. She could definitely be a great addition to the Sun as a decision maker and shot maker. She has great size, strength, and explosiveness, and she remains healthy. That's the slogan here. Healthy. Continues to play at the level she's playing at. She can get it, man. Shout out to the young lady, man, coming back and getting busy.
Freudian slip over there, huh?
Oh yeah. Who wants you? I didn't mean to say that way, but now since you
try to pull on some braids,
I think I want those braids.
They're a mess.
Oh man, number 9 to the Los Angeles Sparks. Just they.
Oh head, oh damn.
No sight. Josie. God from Lithuania. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get those national names correct one day. But to now, I'm just gonna try to pronounce it the best I can.
Josai, what a name though.
Yes, definitely. Is that a potential basketball name? I think so. Well, let's see. You know, she's played
basketball forehead. I know that.
Oh man.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. She's one of the most talented players that ever come out of Europe. She's 6'2". She's been competing with Lithuania since she was 13 years old, competing against
definitely European head.
Currently playing alongside, she played alongside Dominique Molona, who we just mentioned as the third pick in the WNBA draft, averaging 12.3 points, almost 3 assists, and almost 2 steals a game. Los Angeles loves getting people from the international side of the country, and with this pick, could be something that you can stash, you know, or use in the immediate future, whatever way you want to use it. But if this girl is playing professional like that, her mental wouldn't even take her to be stashed. She would be playing immediately. I believe she should. So 19 years old as well. So maybe there's a reason for the stashing with the age. But if she's playing with the pros and she's established, she can do her thing. Then why not? Sparks.
Yeah,
if you drop
she might be ahead of the competition.
And they want the Sparks to be bad. I get that now. So they can go potentially nab a Juju or one of these top other ladies that's coming out next year, or Flau'jae. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I said Flau'jae. I'm just showing her love. He might not be a top 10 pick.
You love using Flau'jae.
I love Flau'jae. I love her. Shout out to
sure do.
It's my girl right there. But they say she's evolved from a primary facilitator to a more off the ball person and highly advanced IQ for her age. So you telling me this girl D'ing up, locking down? Listen here, Sparks, you're gonna have a tough time trying to stash this woman, dog.
She's 6'2". Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's pick 9 and pick 10.
We'll have pick number 10 here of the mock draft. Chicago Sky selects Cheyenne Sellers, point guard, actual combo guard. She's from Maryland. Have the opportunity to Sky do the draft with much needed size and versatility at the guard spot with these first 2 picks. At 6'2", Sellers is very highly versatile, capable of playing 1 through 3. 2 assets that translate exceptionally well to the pro level. Her length and athleticism makes her impactful on both ends of the floor with the ability to distribute, rebound, defend, and score. Her points average this season, 13.8, 4.3, shooting 43% from deep. She missed a couple games this season due to a knee sprain, but her absence felt greatly for Maryland. But she has found a rhythm and continues to elevate her play into this conference season. And we'll go with the last 2. We'll just ring the last 2 names briefly here. We have number 11, Aska Silka from Slovenia, guard/forward. She's 19 as well. She's 6'4". And we have here with the 12th pick, the Wings will pick to end out the first round, Serena Sundell, point guard from Kansas State. She was going crazy last year, and I'm happy that she actually, hit the open with the mark.
Is that a white girl named Serena?
Yeah. Oh,
wow.
They don't call Serena for no reason, bro.
We're gonna find out.
She's
gonna learn today.
She definitely is something
Bucket. Oh, she got that flick of the wrist too. It's crazy.
Look at the flick of the wrist. She exposes mismatches. She could play back to the basket and post up smaller defenders. Listen here. So hold on. You might see a little bit of Gary Payton in her, dog. We'll be real with you. We'll be real with you right now. The way Gary used to back up little homie, give me this.
Post game.
Crazy, bro.
Little chunk. Oh, this shit go post game. Post moves. Up and under. We here.
Mm-hmm.
Members roll.
Look at that. Look at the move. Look at the feet.
Play here all year. Bucket.
Big 12, man.
Excuse me. Let me get that.
Dominating.
Bucket.
WNBA mock draft. Like I said, we're going to get back to this WNBA flow. We're going to get back to ladies basketball. We're going to get back to what we made this show for, man, to speak on all sports in a respective mind and equally. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to change the mode in the world, man. So continue to follow Brand All Brands STWF. Appreciate everybody for rolling through, man, in that great NBA draft news. But now you have to get to the men's side. Woo! We know tournament time's coming. We know
almost at the time.
We almost at the time. Bracket busters, people going crazy, picking brackets, competing against each other, and everybody trying to make a couple dollars of an upset because you know one of them going to happen.
Two, I got a question for you. Now, you said that you were taking a break from gambling. Does this include this as well?
No, I made my date March 7th. March 7th, I'm out of rehab because that's about the time the tournament, conference tournament starts and all that. So I'm here just trying to save money for these bets because I'm
already
on every single game on the first weekend.
That is exactly the opposite of what rehab is about.
Listen.
He get out of rehab and go straight to the
back
trap.
in it. He's right back in it.
Right back in the money, man.
He's setting a date. He's setting a date to fall off the wagon.
Premeditated.
We here, man, and this round this time of year.
Premeditated. Wagon jumping is wild.
My name is Quinn. I don't have a problem. Call 1-800-2.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. Usually around this time of year, you're trying to find your teams that are on the bubble. You're trying to find your teams that are just gonna slip in, and we probably know some teams that aren't gonna make the tournament based on how the fuck they've been playing, and only an angel can save their prayers, man. So we're gonna go through a few teams here that people either think are on the bubble, and they're gonna get in the tournament, or on the bubble and not gonna get in the tournament. So we'll start up here with Brigham Young, BYU. Yes, they get AJ. That's the Benter, the number 1 overall prospect in the country from Brockton, Mass. Next year to their helm, but they're trying to set a little bit of an example by being decent this year, 18-8 record, net ranking of 31. They got this quad record joint now that they have shared along another implement into picking teams. 1-7. They're projected 11 seed. Quad, yes, UNC will most likely miss the tournament, and I love it too. I love it.
God don't like ugly, Bobby.
I love it. I love when UNC don't make the tournament. You know why?
Because
that means I'm only gonna pick a good $20 on them to win the tournament next year and win my money back.
Yeah, they do bounce back. They always bounce back.
They're gonna bounce back. I'm not worried about Carolina at all. Cardi wins for this team though. Brigham Young. Last night they spanked Kansas. They beat them in. Their bad loss is against Providence, which is in the Big East. Providence is kind of a C team, but I wouldn't count that as a bad loss. But I mean, hey, this is what the people are saying. They've won 3 consecutive games, 7 out of 9, and the net ranking is solid. They go to Arizona. If they go to Arizona and they can win that game, then they're definitely scratched in. Arizona is another great team to have on your resume. They can do that, then maybe they don't have to survive 2 days in their conference tournament. They'll get it. Wake Forest out of the ACC, 19-7, 11-4 in conference. Net ranking 58, quad record 2-6. Projected seed, they're one of the first 4 in the last 4, whatever you want to call it. Michigan is a quality win for them. North Carolina, as we just mentioned, are not making the tournament. So is that really a quality win? I don't know. And SMU, bad losses to a rebuilding Florida State team. Shout out to Sam Cassell next year.
Really?
Yes, he's the prime candidate right now.
That's right, cause
he's gonna shut.
He's stepping down.
Yeah, Leonard. Yep. He's gonna be out. So for them, Wake Forest, important quad 1 victory against SMU. The Demon Deacons must take advantage of the upcoming 3-game slate against the bottom half of the ACC, which probably includes Boston College, and then face Duke before the season's over. So they gotta survive, beat the teams that they're supposed to beat, which they've been doing all year, and they should have no problem getting in at all. They've played exceptionally well basketball in the ACC conference. That will probably have about 5 or 6 teams in the tournament. SEC is probably going to get like 11, 12. It's crazy. As of last week, the SEC men's basketball in all total, the total record combined for all the teams were 82 and 82. That's how competitive the conference is.
500 ass conference.
Crazy.
Wait a minute, say that again.
82 over the last, like, I don't even know how many games in SEC between SEC conference teams playing against their conference. 82 and 82.
That's a patrol job.
Crazy.
That's weird.
And it shows how competitive the conference is, I guess. But they are definitely a competitive conference this year. With the likes of like I said, the alignment did good wonders for the SEC in all sports.
Crazy.
But football,
SEC trying to dominate basketball now. Like we can't help ourselves.
That's what I thought.
Stop it, they're playing each other, so of course it's foul.
But it's bias. I don't know.
We got Virginia Commonwealth here. They're 20-5. They always find a spot in the tournament. Net ranking 35. They're 1-1 in the quad one games. Haven't really played a lot of crazy opponents, but they do have quality wins against Dayton, who I just seen on Saturday in a very, very, very physical game against Duquesne. And they beat St. Joseph's. Bad losses against Seton Hall. Shout out to Seton Hall. I seen that game. I actually was with my son, and I betted on that game. Sorry, son. We had to make us some money for 99. And lose. So with the teams with the best net ranking around the bubble teams, the Rams have the case to make the tournament without winning their conference tournament. Currently 1 game behind conference leader George Mason and faces the Patriots at home Saturday. A loss to Seton Hall looms large with the limited quad one chances. So VCU needs to take control of the rest of the easy schedule. 4 of the remaining 6 games are against low-tier opponents. So VCU, as I mentioned, they get in. They find a way to get in. Doesn't matter what conference they play in. No matter how many good teams, bad teams they play, they always have the recipe to get in the tournament. And then from there, sometimes they Cinderella motherfuckers. So
make a little noise.
All right. SEC time. Bubble tea. 15-10, 4-8 conference play, net record 43, card record 3-8. They projected a first 4 seed, which is a number 11 seed. Quality wins against Michigan and Kentucky, and a bad loss to LSU. Yeah, you can't lose to LSU, dog. You cannot lose to LSU. LSU is not taking basketball serious at all. All their money is on those money trees in football. So yeah, when you have LSU as a loss, can hurt you potentially. 15-10 can hurt you. But 4-8 in the SEC can hurt you. But Bobby said the way they all been balling, 11 and 12 teams can make it. The NCAA committee can definitely squeeze this team in if they wanted to. But they're definitely gonna have to win some games to back that up. They've shown some fight recently in games against higher tier opponents. And 2 quad wins in the last 5 games, and they're all losses to top teams. They face Auburn this week, who's the number 1 team in the country, and then a game against Missouri. And winning that second game against Missouri is not going to be easy. They took the first one from Missouri, but it's at home, so you have a little bit of comfortability. But Missouri's coming in there with some dogs, so be on the lookout. I don't think Arkansas gets in. That's just me. I think they lose the first day of the conference tournament, and they're done. They're not going to. This team, though, may get in over them. And that's San Diego State. 18-6 with 11-4 conference record, that is. Net ranking of 50, quad record of 4-4. Quality wins against Creighton and Houston, which is good wins. Houston, I believe, is a top 5, top 16 right now in the nation. And bad loss to UNLV. The Mountain West, definitely a big step back this year. But San Diego State, pretty much for years, has been the cream of the crop in that conference. And there should be no problem this year, again, with just getting in. However, the Aztecs have won 7 of the last 8 games after that bad loss to UNLV. They play Utah State, and they have a couple more times to impress the committee. Last quad 1 chance of the season against Utah State. So Ready to get it in, man. Now we go to the teams that potentially may have that bubble burst before conference tournament play or during conference tournament play. Oklahoma, 16-10, 3-10 in the conference. Projected seed first 4 out with a 4-8 quad 1 record. They have quality wins against Arizona, Michigan, and Louisville. But again, you can't lose to LSU. And one of their bad losses is the LSU. And they were unbeaten before SEC play. But once the SEC announced themselves, and hold on, didn't Oklahoma, the football team, witness this fate as well? Before they went into conference play in the SEC?
I think so.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, it gets real when you go into a different conference. This ain't the Big 12 no more, dog. Except with the dogs. 5-game losing streak they had, including a late meltdown at home to LSU. They were sitting comfortably before SEC play. But playing these SEC teams, they put a little reality on this team, man. But they probably, in my mind, they get through 2 days of the conference tournament. They could possibly get it. But do I have faith in that? No. I think this is a high-seeded NIT team. Potentially. Sad to say, Bobby, disrespecting my boys before we even start talking about them. The North Carolina Tar Heels, 15-11, 8-6, net record 47, quad 1 record 1-10. Projected seed first 4 out, and that's even lucky to say because look at the record. Listen here, that's terrible. They beat UCLA early in the year. They beat SMU. They lost to Stanford. They're just a bad team this year. They're a bad team. I mean, they got recruits and such coming in next year, but they are terrible.
Is Hubert Davis still there?
No Syracuse, no Mike. Mike, you'll be watching that shit. And if you don't, I'm going to come to Connecticut and we're going to take you and drag you to the bar and watch it. Somewhere.
Then he'll watch.
Some lager involved.
Yes, sir, man. So North Carolina, man, yeah, they're in trouble. But if the committee and this news story has you over here on the bubble and they let y'all in, I'm going to go crazy at that because y'all shouldn't be in. And this team right here, next, Jake, I know you're here.
He's lurking somewhere.
Xavier, 17-10, 9-7 in conference, 1-8 quad 1 record, first 4 out projected, bad losses to TCU and Georgetown, while your quality wins, really one quality win because as we've noticed during the season, Connecticut's not really who we thought they would be again.
Down year form.
Win against Connecticut, they say. Slow start in conference play, but they started getting rolling with an 8-3 record in his last 11 games. So now this is the scenario. Make your semifinals or the championship of your conference tourney, you're in. Anything before that, you lose, you're not in. Because at that point, if you do not make the semifinals, you probably lost to a team you shouldn't have lost to. More than likely. For what they're saying about Xavier, man. And I know Jake will want Xavier to get in. Maybe he's talking right now, and he's a realist, though. I'll give that to Jake about his teams at times. Though he may be talking, too early. I think he would have Xavier as not in the tournament. Maybe. But that's only for Jake to talk about. Well, hopefully one day we can have Jake talk about that. Or if they don't make the tournament, we'll have him talk about it. And then they need Ed Edwards, but he left 4 years too early. And that's the Georgia Bulldogs. 16-10 record, 4-9 in conference, net ranking of 39, 2-10 quad 1 record. They beat St. John's, who's balling this year. They beat Kentucky, who's balling this year. They have no bad losses. But they're 4-9 in conference. But it's the SEC we just talked about, and they're beating the hell out of each other. So what reason would the committee give for Georgia to be a tournament team if they happen to be that way? They play Florida. They play Auburn next, so the competition is still going to be steady there. They gotta win 2 or 3 more games at most to have some consideration, or they'll be probably a seed 1, 2, or 3 in one of those NIT brackets. Simply here, it's definitely gonna be hard to say the decision when you got games like that against juggernauts who've been playing good all year. It's gonna be very hard. Bubble teams in the NCAA, man. Tournament time's coming, baby. It's unbelievable, baby.
I can't wait. PTP, primetime player, baby.
Can't wait. Can't wait, man. Hey, fellas, man.
A maniac.
We're going to grab some Jerry juice, man. We're going to reload and come back with you with more Parlay Perspective news, man. Y'all need some water? Maybe we got some holes for you.
Actually, I do need to go get some. You're right.
Got some hose water? Where the hose at? I don't know where the hose at.
Hose water. Whether you've been playing hard or working hard, when your thirst needs to be quenched, there's hose water. Found at any retailer where sports drinks are sold. Or connected to your faucet in the backyard if you don't want to pay $4 for it. Hose water. Get yours today.
Hey guys, it's your girl Tamara Moore, former WNBA guard and current head coach at Masabi Range College. I want to give a big shout out to STWF Media, the big brand, for showing love and always being about those good sports. Make sure you guys show them love. You and your community can join them every week to talk about sports. Shouts out to them and make sure you check them out.
What's going on, fellas?
The throwback, right there.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, listen here. We elevating the game. She's elevating.
She is now with the Dallas Mavericks.
Yes, she is with the Dallas Mavericks, man. And a past guest on our show, truly.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? She's starting to pave way, man, for future legends that come on the show, man. To be continued. Fellas.
So I got a question for you, too.
Yes.
I know we was going to talk about, the possible free agents that are still left, but I want to switch gears a little bit. I want to talk about the potential free agent that came out in Jake's favorite team, the Blue Jays. Vlad Jr. turned down a contract offer.
Yeah,
so now they're saying he either is going to be traded this summer or he'll be a free agent next year. First off, which one do you think happened? Do you think he gets traded before or they let him walk? And what team do you think he ends up at?
I'm going to be real. People was having this discussion the other day. I think, honestly, I would try to go trade him first. But
get something for him?
Yeah, but I think knowing the Blue Jays and their stupid asses, they gonna let him walk. And he gonna end up walking right to Fenway fucking Park. What the hell he gonna walk to? He gonna walk right in the Fenway, dog. It's all right in the wall. We don't got Poppy no more. We need a fresh new Dominican over there in the city, dog. And they waiting to line somebody's head all the way back. And Vlad's next. And the Blue Jays fucked this up. You don't let this. You see? Hold on. The guy's jeans. You know who his dad is? All those times. What?
Yeah, but
hey, what y'all doing, dog?
I'm not gonna lie. He's not gonna be worth it to them. He's gonna be more worth it to us.
Yeah, he would definitely be more worth it to the rest of us. A real value team will know how to use a value guy. Honestly, the Blue Jays don't deserve a player like Vlad Guerrero, dog. I've been saying, and they blew with this one. They don't even deserve him. It's like, damn, they really got him on the strength of his daddy, basically, and then you about to lose him. Like, y'all don't deserve shit. Blue Jays a team for the last 4 years. Oh, they got a chance. And then y'all blow fucking bet slips. Y'all blow all this extra stuff. Y'all might as well blow your team up.
Oh, this is personal, huh? Okay.
No, this is personal because personal because it's personal, man. They should be better than what they are, and they're not.
I mean, yeah. Look, they got a good lineup. They need help pitching, I believe. Every team needs help pitching, even teams with good.
My man, they said Max Scherzer about to sell tickets.
Yeah, he's not there to win. I mean, he gonna try, but
he's there to get some of that Canadian puss.
I think they keep Vlad. I think they keep Vlad. Gloss over that. Say they keep Glad to the All-Star break next year, and they try to trade him before then. That's probably what they're gonna do. Yeah, Vlad and Bregman, Bobby, I'm in. Sign me up.
Red Sox.
I knew you were a good guy for something. He's a Red Sox fan. I can dig it.
Yes, and I hope that the USA slaps Canada tomorrow down here at the Garden. I hope so.
Oh, what's that? Canada versus US and what?
Four Nations tournament hockey. So the championship's at the TD Garden.
It's where?
Canada.
It's at the TD Garden. It's up here in Massachusetts. They up here at the Wild. Yeah.
Fuck Canada. Fuck Jake.
The 51st state in America, as I've been told this week.
It is. They just, you know what I mean? They just waiting for the other shoe to drop before they just have to. That's why I keep trying to tell Canadians, like, you might as well just join, because when the shit hit the fan, the bombs ain't gonna know the difference. You might as well just.
That's true.
Might as well just team up. And by team up, I mean kneel, motherfuckers.
Right. It's crazy, man. Baseball pitchers have reported, I'm hearing. I believe pitchers and catchers reported. And we're gonna have the position players within the next week and a half load in. And we still have free agency still going on in the MLB. So we do have the 7 remaining free agents and where they potentially could end up. Matchmaker setting, as we will call it. So we have right-hand pitcher Kyle Gibson, 30 games last year, 169.2 innings pitched, 151 Ks, 161 hits, 4.24 ERA, which matters. I didn't have to say all those numbers. But the best fit for him would be the Detroit Tigers. We've seen what the Detroit Tigers did last year. In real life, they have Jack Flaherty and Alex Cobb, but Cobb is already questionable for opening day because of information in his right hip. Effectively nixes the possibility of a 6-man rotation, and even in the current 5-6-man mix is short on short things of innings. So add Kyle Gibson if you're the Tigers, man. Try to stay afloat for the season that you gave everybody during the last 2 months and got in the dance. Shout out to the Detroit Tigers. Because
you know what, real quick, P Dollar, real quick, too, P Dollar. Well, you know what? Since you part of the team, you can put all this together for us, brother, and I'm there.
Texas Rangers outed. Can Red Sox and Angels fans come?
Absolutely.
Oh man, listen here, Bobby. The Rays should be floating for the worst record in the MLB so they can get some money for that goddamn new stadium to be built. Goddamn, Tampa.
They can't do nothing right. Let's go.
Listen here.
Can't get it right.
Who's Florida first? Them or the Marlins? Listen
Who's doing
here.
what?
Who's leaving Florida first? The Devil Rays or the Marlins?
They might pack up in the same year. They both trash.
Hey, brother, ain't gonna share you all.
Yeah. It's gonna become one. Look, those two franchises could combine their players and money and still be the bottom of the league. That's how bad they are.
Who needs a team though?
A little bit more respectable. A little bit more.
They're just farm systems.
Yeah.
Both of them teams just farm players for the Yankees and Red Sox and the Dodgers.
That is true. That's true.
Kansas City Royals do the same thing. We appreciate y'all.
Sir, Angel Haney, another
and
free agent.
Soon to be the Rangers as well.
Yes.
We just got some of their leadership over there.
Okay.
Best fit for him is the Milwaukee Brewers. He had a 4.28 ERA last year, 31 games started. Definitely a challenge for the Brewers to get the innings from their starters. Last year, they logged only 794 to rank 5th from the bottom. It qualifies an Esperance start to 2025 that Brandon Woodworth isn't ready to return from shoulder injury, and that DL Hall has been shut down with a lat strain. Things can get worse for the rotation, and in Milwaukee's projected rotation is Nestor Cortez, Aaron Ashby. The former had shoulder issues in 2023, elbow issues in 2024, and the latter missed all of 2023 after shoulder surgery. So Andrew Hanley would be an insurance policy. He's pitched 307 innings over the last 2 seasons, not landing on the injured list even once. So hey, you got a health man over there for all these unhealthy motherfuckers in Milwaukee. What the hell y'all doing in Milwaukee? Y'all, I heard from Clinton, Bobby Portis, that everything in Milwaukee shuts down at 10 o'clock. So what are y'all possibly doing to get hurt?
Freaky shit at home. That's a problem.
That's it. That's it, man. Lance Lynn, 3.84 ERA in 23 games started last year. 117 innings pitched. Best fit, they say the Bo Sox of Boston, and they're talking about him as a closer, and the Red Sox could be the best fit to sign him as a closer. This concept interests several clubs in the MLB. It makes more sense. Lynn had one of the best fastballs in 2024, even though it only sat at 92.3 miles per hour. It could be even better with an extra tick or two of velocity. Nobody can say Lynn doesn't have a closer's mentality, never mind the mound. The dude treats the entire field as if he owns it. What makes the Red Sox interesting is that Lynn is the only one of the contenders in the MLB that lacks a clear answer at closer. So hold on. Listen here. The Red Sox are being labeled as contenders.
Is that not accurate?
In a year when they're just trying to start the rebuild. So imagine when the rebuild's over. With Vlad Guerrero in the mix.
I don't think we're starting the rebuild. I think we're in the middle of it. I think that's why we signed Bregman, and we might go after Vlad because we think we have a team right now. We played above what we were supposed to be last year.
Yeah. So you have to be the Red Sox. You have to at least get the and hey, be real. If you have Tuquan at the Red Sox games the last 2.5 years, you definitely need to get better as a team. So that Tuquan don't have to go to the Red Sox games for the premium low. You know what I'm saying? Red Sox fans don't want that. I'm going to be real with you. Red Sox fans hated the fact that they had to sell $5, $4, $3, $2 tickets just for people to go in the stands. Like, really. That's not how Boston operates. That's not over there in Fenway. They love the support that the people showed them, but let's say they try to get those tickets back up. So let's believe. Red
anyway.
Do the things, man. They get that guy, man. They on the house, man. They get a closer, and being a closer in Fenway is one of the illest things, man. Maybe the Sandman intro at Yankee Stadium for Mariano Rivera.
Never.
But if I was supposed at any other stadium besides Yankee Stadium, it would definitely be Fenway.
Yeah.
Nothing better than the Red Sox lead. Real
shit. Be turned up.
JD Martinez, former Red Sox. I think he played with the Mets this year. 4.6 slugger percentage. Best fit for him is the Cincinnati Reds. Reds have a decent enough offense in 2024, weak at DH. So they say JD is good for this spot. Rather than find a solution for the problem during the winter, the Reds pretty much turned the DH spot into more of a question mark. That spot hypothetically belongs to Gavin Lux, but he'll surely fill more of a utility role. So why not call JD? Though he's older and had a rough finish to last year, he yet remained capable of putting the jolt in the ball, ranking in the 94th percentile for his barrel rate. Jose Cuenta, and best fit for him would be the Mets. He had a 7.5 ERA last year. If the Mets had a weakness coming into spring training, it would be starting pitching. It only projected to produce 11.2 WAR this year, and that assuming the 1.2 WAR on the part of the $34 million signee Frankie Montes. and already down with a lat injury that could potentially sideline him for the first month of this season. So they hope that Kodai Senga can stay healthy and that Clay Holmes' transition to the rotation goes smoothly, that they can literally get anything from Paul Blackburn and Griffin Cannon. The Mets are going to be better than the Yankees this year, fellas?
Yeah, probably.
Possibly.
They're screaming Mets. They're screaming Mets. They're screaming Mets this year, man. So let's see if the people in Queens, New York, do the same. 50 going crazy for y'all, man. Y'all need somebody other than 50 going crazy for y'all. So the Mets, it's your time.
But then again, let's be realistic. Our expectations for the Yankees over the last couple of years haven't been what what it's been in the past.
Yeah, I think last year with the signing of Soto, I feel like the Yankees kind of was like before that the heroics of the Dodgers and I believe Game 1 and Game 2 of the World Series. We thought the Yankees were back. We thought the Yankees were back, and then got back into reality. So yeah, man. Not signing Soto back. I mean, it could help you in the future, but you did get some guys, hopefully, to replace him. You're not going to really replace him, but a really respectable team the Yankees are. So it's going to be interesting to see what they are.
They had a solid team last year. Judge just fucking choked in the playoffs as a team. They just weren't. They weren't it when it mattered. They weren't clutch. They couldn't. I mean, they got to the fucking World Series? They just got whooped on once they got there. Everybody's just playing for second right now. Dodgers are stacked. It's annoying.
Yes, sir. Moving down the line here, David Robertson, 3 ERA and 72 in his pitch. Best fit, I guess the Tigers need pitching because it's the Tigers. Before they signed Tommy Kenchi, they really down in the barrel, man. In terms of pitching, he has 8. Tommy Canal has 8 saves in 10 seasons, as many as Emmanuel Claus had before the end of April 2024. Hence, David Robertson, who exploits perhaps don't need an introduction. I'm assuming he eventually signs. He's heading into what it will be his 17th major league season. And though the bulk of his 177 saves happened between 2014 and 16, that does not reflect a decline in ability. So you're telling the Tigers is go sign some old motherfucking hat, basically. We try to have the Tigers stay afloat. Remember that, fellas. I don't really know this guy.
David Robertson.
Yeah, I don't know.
Closer. Been around a long ass time.
Coach, I know Coach really know him.
He used to be on the. He used to be with the Yankees.
How old is he now? 37, 38?
39.
39. Wow. It's not too old, baseball-wise. It's getting there, though.
It's old enough, though.
He's on the last leg of that race.
Yeah.
See.
Oh, and then Red Sox, Alex Verdugo.
Alex Verdugo. Oh, man. Listen here. Damn, he's a free agent?
Shit. Yeah, he's not good.
Spring training starts, what? Pitchers and catchers report this weekend, don't they?
I was told they already reported, but
Okay.
Those might be lying to me.
I wish I was 39, Chris.
Baseball might be at the bottom of the barrel again. Hockey might replace it at second worst in the bottom of the barrel, man. Because for hockey being a shithole, I knew when the Four Nations started.
That is true. Yes, you did.
Yeah. So
when it starts and where it's being held.
Yeah. Baseball, get that shit together, man. I mean, nobody really pays attention until fucking August, September anyway. But shit,
too many games.
That should be on notice.
Would you shorten it, Will?
Nah, I mean, what, baseball?
Yeah.
I would want to, but you can't because of all the records and shit. But yeah, man, they need like 40 left.
And it's the most family-friendly game that you can take somebody to for its cost perspective.
I guess, yeah, but also no. Like it really depends where you are. Like there's nothing cost friendly about Fenway. I tell you right now, not a damn thing cost friendly. Oh hell no! Even when we suck, the only thing that's cheap is the tickets. But all the concessions are still crazy because they basically set a price, and that's just what it is. It fluctuates a little bit, but
y'all don't have like hot dog, like 99-cent hot dog nights or nothing.
Yeah, but that's one of 81 nights that are going to be cold games. Like that's it. That's one, maybe two. They'll do some. So what they'll do is they'll do more giveaways. That's what they'll do. But they're not really making shit too much cheaper. Like they'll have giveaway night, bobblehead nights. Those are obviously expensive for them. But then also the bobbleheads are getting made and sold somewhere. So like they'll just have some exclusive bobbleheads that you can only get if you come to the park. That's how they get you in. And then the beer's still $12 and the water's still $8. And it's like it's crazy. It's crazy. It's never cheap. Can't be.
Oh,
which
man.
I don't know if you know how the beer situation works, but most of these fucking parks could just run off of the beer vendor alone. Just because they print money. You know, you pay when they have a keg, right? So they got a bunch of kegs, all cold ass kegs or whatever. The first cup they sell at the keg paid for the keg. The first cup paid for the keg because they buy them in bulk. They print money.
So let me ask you this. Man. So, case in point, y'all got anything similar to this? So, you got the Boomstick Burger, or actually, rephrase that. You can get nachos with hot dogs as a topping. You can either feed 2 or 4, and it costs you around about $33.
Yeah, they'll have a few little, and that's the thing. They'll have shit like that. You gotta find it though.
It's a Boomstick triple play, so it includes nachos, a hot dog, and some type of sandwich or burger. Yeah, all 3 of those things for $33, so about $11 a piece.
That's about a good deal you're gonna get at the venue, man. I mean, look, it ain't like at the high school, man. They had food that was like, all right, we could have ate when we was down there. Y'all had some good food there. They had the red links. Them links was bomb. Spicy link. Spicy link was like $4.
The illest stadium I've ever ate from is Dodger Stadium.
That was your check.
No, actually wasn't. Compared to Fenway, I don't know.
Oh yeah, Fenway. Wow.
Really?
Now, if you go to Los Angeles now, Ohtani.
Now it's your check. Now it's your check.
They got to pay for a Shohei.
They fresh off. They got to pay Shohei and the guy who's gambling for all type of shit. It's crazy.
Right.
And the guy's gambling for.
He got sentenced recently. He got.
Did he really?
They had a recording. I really feel like I want to believe the conspiracy theory that it's all a setup, but like they had a recording of him like making a call to the bank to get money transferred. He was calling on as Shohei though. He was acting like he was Shohei. Nasty work. Nasty work.
Listen here, man. MLB news rocking, man. As we hit, we got some. Oh, okay. Atlanta. Oh, yeah, Atlanta's cheap too. 1 for 5.
Let's go to ATL. They got a good team too down there.
They cheap.
Or are these
it's cheap.
Are these the prices after Acuna got hurt?
No, their prices at the football stadium are just like that as well.
Like that as well. Right. You know why though?
Yeah,
you know why though? Because after the game is over, the after party prices are going to be skyrocketing. So it didn't save you some change, man, to just end up blowing your money anyway. Not a bad thing to do if you're Atlanta.
$5 for a cheeseburger, that's pretty damn good, man.
That's real. Those prices are amazing. I'll be fat and
that'd
drunk.
be $15 here.
Listen here.
Yeah, it'll just be a drunk big back man somewhere in that building if I was there.
Listen here, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be like Fenway. You go to places around Fenway. You getting charged $1. Fenway, you getting charged $1. I go right down the street to the Star Market.
You gotta save your money for Magic City.
I bet Magic City got to deal with them. Like, yo, don't be charging them up, man. They come in here after. Cut that out.
Right.
You gotta get them Lou wings.
Wings, baby.
Will, I got a question. How was what was the price of the drinks when we went to the Longhorn?
Oh nah, they ran it up. They ran it up. They ran it up because they can. Because like, I mean, they don't even care. They're selling to students. They're like, y'all all already 80,000 in debt to us. So just fucking here, just keep giving us money because.
So they were singing, huh?
Beer prices that weren't crazy though. There were beer prices that weren't crazy, but remember, I got the 2 drinks at the beginning. That shit was like 40.
Damn, for real?
Yo, when he said it was like 35. Nah, I think it was like 32. And I know how the beer vendors and shit work. Like they make solid, but they make solid off of tips. They don't get really paid crazy per hour. So I think I tipped them like 5 to 7 or whatever. But yeah, that shit was like 31, 32 for them 2 drinks, which is like wow.
Damn.
They set the stage though. I was good for the rest of the day after that. I went and got like a beer after that just to keep it chill. But I was good.
Thanks.
Plus, old boy lit up in our room. It was wild.
Yeah. Will came all the way down here and met him a homie.
I did. That shit was crazy. I met a smoker just like me. Well, hey, it took you to laugh because he pulled it out. I just saw a pack of backwards. I was like, what? I was like, hold on. I know I smell something.
Oh, that stogie in the room. I went all the Red Sox games with the meanest stogies, dog. I said, listen here. I mean, I thought about one game lighting the shit up, right in like the 4th, 5th inning. But I said, yo, you gotta control yourself, man. Control yourself, young grasshopper.
Yeah.
Wait till after the game. But after the game, though, walking out of Fenway.
Yeah, they'll physically throw your ass out, though. I know the motherfuckers who do it.
Crazy as hell, man. No, Fenway definitely been a good time for me the last couple of years, man. Can't be mad with that, man. I wish the Red Sox
There's a famous shot of somebody getting hit with a piece of pizza at Fenway. I know the dude who got hit.
Oh, the throwback. I seen that a couple weeks ago.
Yo, the dude, I'm not gonna lie, the dude threw the pizza. I don't think he wanted to hit who he hit because who he hit is like 6'8", like 340. He is an absolute house. He's the mountain from fucking Game of Thrones. It's crazy. And if he knew that's who was going to hit him, never thrown that shit.
Facts. Real, man. Yo, it get crazy out there, man. But no, for the most part, man, I mean, fans that I've been around, man, been nice, man. I mean, for the years, last couple years, it's been, with the exception of last year, it was kind of more of a boost up for the team. Yeah, I mean,
you go kick it with Chris?
Huh?
Go watch the Braves game?
I'll come kick it with Chris.
We been never seen you.
I'll go watch the Atlanta game, and then me and Chris, we go game bros afterwards. You heard?
We have to put a tracker on them.
I the location. Though.
Hey, you could go, but you got to share your location.
I got to show my location. Nah, no bull. A Braves game? Why not, man? I actually, people keep telling me go. I told myself,
I'll throw Took some pie. Oh, boy.
Do not travel list. Yes, I have a do not travel list, and one of the places on my do not travel list.
You got a green book? You got a green book, Coach? He got a green book. He wildin'. He got a green book. That shit's nice.
I told myself I would never go to Georgia. Never.
Really?
Never.
What happened? Who'd you beat up from Georgia?
Nothing.
What the fuck?
Nothing.
What the fuck? How do we end up with P. Dollar asking about a cream pie?
Cause look, you got to follow. Chris said, I'll throw Took some pie, which, hey yo, and then Game Bros. I don't know what happened with Bobby. Bobby started reading out the Bible and shit.
Chris having fun, dog. Chris be having
the black girl strip club in the hood. Yo, this guy.
I bet Chris being deep in the hood too.
I'm sure they know his face.
Chris, you be throwing all your dogs at them girls? Crispy chickens.
He walk in the door, boy. They greet him at the door. Hey, Big Daddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Get back to the baseball frame of mind, man.
You alone today?
You got Shohei Ohtani, man, registering as a two-way player in the league.
I don't like this.
The world's been waiting for this. We know that this was coming. This man officially, this season, you will see him batting and you will see him pitching.
It's competitive advantage for the Dodgers.
Why? I'm so confused. What's happening?
So they're supposed to carry 13 pitchers on their active roster. With him being a two-way player, he can essentially be a 14 pitcher for them, but they can label him at his other position.
Oh no, that's gamesmanship. I love that. Yeah, no. That is somebody reached way into the Belichick bag and came out with some good shit. I like that.
That's why you like it.
Yeah, that's that. I grew up on that. That's my childhood.
Gamesmanship.
Yeah. That's my childhood right there. Yo, he did that for years too. We did that with Julian. We would only have, remember, people used to keep 3 quarterbacks on the roster. We were one of the main ones to start with only keeping 2, and one of our other position players would always be an ex-quarterback. Ex-quarterback. There was a few others that we did it with too. But yeah, Julian's obviously the main one. But yeah, man, that's just you gotta play the game. Time to play the game. And I ain't playing. Tell him to.
I ain't playing, man. So I like it from the aspect of we've been waiting for this. This is what we waited to see when he signed to the Dodgers. We already knew he hit and pitched. This is gonna be fire. And the way
he shut it down for the year because of the Tommy John. He shut it down. But now, bro, I was actually shocked that he did as good as he did batting after the Tommy John surgery. Now I understand the Tommy John doesn't really affect your swing like that, but I feel like a fucking surgery is a surgery, man. You went under the knife with your elbow. They put a tendon from, I think the tendon is from a knee in his elbow. And now honestly, he might come back throwing harder, by the way, just in case y'all.
That's true. Because it's reinforced.
It's reinforced, but also they wrap it because they take one from the knee and it's double the size. And so when they attach it, then they have to wrap it so it basically gives like a coil reaction to it. And if you heal up properly, then you come back throwing harder.
That's why a lot of high schoolers get it done early.
Get it done early. Now it's also kind of crazy because they shouldn't. Because if you do it early and then you re-shred it, then you'll have to do that shit again.
Yeah.
So but I guess
you might be done at 30.
True, but if it gets you to the league, fuck it, was it worth it?
That's why they're probably doing it.
Fuck it.
If they're a prospect,
you're just gonna ice your elbow from now to the end of time, but it's all good.
Ohtani, baby. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The NBA back after the All-Star game. First off, fellas, what did you think about the All-Star game before we get into some NBA shit?
I feel like they played a little harder for a little bit, but it's still poop.
Yeah, they tried.
Let's stay hard.
They really tried.
I like the way they tried to set up the teams and the way that went. I like that. What I didn't like is the time that they gave everybody else but the NBA players. But you can only blame the NBA players for that because when they had the eyes and screen on you the whole time, you didn't want to compete. Now you have Kevin Hart on the screen for 90 minutes. You got Shaq, Charles, Ernie, and Kenny Smith on the screen for 3 hours. Then it becomes a problem. So it's kind of like, this is why we're here. But I didn't like that part. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Hart, fucking hearing Kevin Hart every 90 minutes, not even trying to tell jokes, not hitting. I didn't like the ceremony they had for the 4 guys were dope. But like Jason Tatum said, why would you have that? Why we're trying to finish a game? Why wouldn't you have that big old party in the beginning and then let us do what it do? Because like I said, they selected the teams. was fire. The aspect of letting the 4 guys GM teams were dope. The only thing is, it's kind of like shit. The players really had more time off than they had on the court, which they should have been happy about because you didn't really have to break too much of a sweat.
Right.
The
mistake, the answer for right now, and it's not an answer that lasts for a while, but the answer for right now is right in front of them, and I don't know how they don't see it. It is to go the hockey route and do America versus the world in this game, because all the conversation that we keep hearing is about how some of the top 5 players, how many are from America, the Euro players are taking over the league. It's not America's league no more. All right, prove it at the halfway point of every season until we understand. Because the truth is, I think that's a game that motherfuckers will get up for, because America's not gonna want to lose those. That's gonna be a way to take a little shot at some of that FIBA shit when we haven't been the best. We'll clean that shit up right there. We're not gonna let Luka and them bully us at the All-Star break, but they gonna try. So I think it would be fun to do it that way. Whatever they doing now, just stop. Like, I don't even. They're gonna play the game. So I guess there's no point in us complaining. They're gonna play the game because plenty of people still watch. You know what it is. So, but I just think, I had enough. It's boring, man. I didn't enjoy none of that. And by the way, I had a bone to pick with punk ass Chris Paul, thinking he's smarter than everybody and just fucking selling like that. That shit was.
I enjoyed that.
Crazy.
That shit was
crazy in the chat.
That's why nobody likes him.
I tried.
Yeah, that's why nobody likes your ass.
I tried to give Will the lighter side of the issue, more of a human side of the issue. He wasn't buying it.
I wasn't buying none of that. Nah, he the type of motherfucker to cheat at Go Fish, loser. That's why you ain't got a ring.
I actually thought he bought it for 4 days, and then he came on to that show and just told me fuck that shit. But it kind of gets people still intake to hate Chris. But it was fucking funny at first, and then I realized that they couldn't do that shit. I said, "What?"
I got mad that he recruited Wemby to do it because it make Wemby look like he was part of this plan and shit like that. Even Mitchell came over to him and was like, you couldn't see exactly what they were saying, you couldn't hear it, but you could see him like pointing, and then like Chris Paul like looked away, and then when he looked back, he was like, "But," and he pointed at Wemby like, "You got him involved? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, why would you do that? What are you teaching this man?"
I think I took a little bright spot out of it. I said, for All-Star Saturday night, that's probably not going to get viewership anyway. This is a great way to start it through like X and social media and all that, because everybody was going to talk about it. But it ended up Saturday night, All-Star Saturday night, being decent, being okay. Shout out to Matt McClung.
Exciting white.
All-Star Saturday night, yes.
Did you see he made more money in the dunk contest than he did actually playing?
Listen here. My man has more slam dunk game dunks than NBA dunks in game.
Dude, McClung is you realize I think he's 1 year out of that NIL. So he missed it by I think a year. He's pissed. Because that's where he was worth. He would have made more in college than he made in the league.
Actually, no. I mean, he would have made money that last year, yeah, and it'd been phenomenal. But for him, I said it in the chat to Will. I said he just got another 5-year extension on playing in the G League or in the NBA by winning back-to-back slam dunk contest. Now I'm not
got to get his jumper up, man.
There was a few people in the chat like, is he the greatest dunker of all time?
Oh, people need to relax.
I said, hey, if you want to bring errors to it, generation to generation, yeah, his name could be in it, but the competition he played against would exclude him from being the top guy.
Don't Nate got 3 of them things, or like 2 or 3? Like, stop. He ain't the best
Nate's competition. In the competition for Nate was decent. You know, though he should have lost Dwight Howard. I think he beat.
Yeah, they went back and forth with dumb shit.
So yeah, man. But shout out to Matt McClung, man. He's doing things that obviously are getting people on the screen. For anybody saying that he's trash, you can't dunk like him. I can't dunk like him. So I'm
let him shoot. Oh, I know. Mike gonna say he's trash if he's still in here.
Yeah, I heard Mike and my other guy, the guy I had it on here last week, Eric, the Eagles fan.
Oh yeah.
He was like, yeah, Matt McClung trash. I said, can you dunk?
Can you jump even? Like,
can you jump? Can you dunk? Like, come on. Let me put an 8-foot hoop out there. 8-foot hoop and see if we can dunk it. But yeah, laugh.
I wish he would get a jumper though. I wish he would get a jumper so he can be in the league.
Fact though. So we laugh at that. To get in some NBA news, we know the second half of the season is kicking underway. Lakers Hornets right now. Tune in, watch it. But story here. We've seen it happen in the NFL with Lamar Jackson, you know, in the sense of representing yourself. You know, you got your family members doing this. But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is taking another step ahead. Wants to represent himself. We know he's due for a new contract this summer, I believe. And he wants to have parts in all that deal. He doesn't want the person on the side helping him out.
Woo! Yeah, he's one of these players that have transcended the need for an agent. He is a mogul. Like, he's already doing mogul shit. He's got his hand in a bunch of different businesses. He's in the fashion. Like, this is a man who isn't just taking control of his life on the court. He has full control of his life off the court. And because of that, he decided he didn't need any help from any agent. He's about to go into what's going to be his biggest contract. And
I know what this is. Who can we look up who was his agent before this? Was it American or Canadian? Because he's from Canada. So get to my theory, my conspiracy theory here. If anybody can let me know who was agent.
Man got a conspiracy theory before he even has the details. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking
his agent was Thad Foucher and Joe Smith of the Watcherman Group.
Yeah. We know Canada. We know the big dog in Canada. Drake is at odds with Kendrick. We see this back and forth between Canada and the U.S. A lot of things are happening between Canada and the U.S. right now, and this is another chapter in the book. This man right here,
Los Angeles based.
Huh?
Los Angeles-based company.
Yeah, fuck the American agents. I'm rolling by myself. Fuck America, but I play in the American League, and I'm one of the top international guys. I'm giving that theory. Shout out to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, man, for taking your own career potentially under your wing, and I hope you get the big bag this summer.
We hope. He's definitely getting a bag.
He's eligible for a 4-year, $293.4 million Supermax.
Yep.
In OKC.
He deserves it.
Listen here.
And they signed all his homies, honestly.
Hold on. James Harden's over here like, damn, they didn't want to give me $5 million.
Yeah, you're 90 years old.
No, I'm talking about when. He was a free agent.
Oh, no, that wasn't the problem. Nah, he nah. They were going to pay. He was even good with taking a pay cut. The problem is that they still didn't want to, whatever they were going to pay him, they could pay Ibaka a little bit less. So they just chose Ibaka. That's all. But it wasn't like he was ready to stay for less money. That's the crazy thing about Harden. He was going to stay for less. He was like, yeah, I'll stay for less, and I'll be the sixth man. I want to keep us together. But they was like, nah, that's still we good.
Shout out my man. Shout out my man. Hey, listen here. We got some more NBA rolling news coming out. The Memphis Grizzlies intend this summer to potentially trade Ja Morant. Buying or selling this shit? Do you think Memphis will deal Ja Morant before the next NBA season?
I think it'd be crazy. I don't think they will do it, but I would love it. I'd love to see him go somewhere else.
I think they will, just due to the history that's there, the success they've had when he's not playing. And Memphis the team that everybody had kind of like OKC is now. They were young, they were stacked, they were up and coming, but they never quite got over the hump to even make it a threat in the postseason. So I think they may try to maximize their the trade capital from them.
Yeah, this may be in the words like we Luka, for instance, with the weight issues and all that stuff. Well, this with Ja Morant is totally different. The cards were already shown with his behavior and all that extra stuff. So Memphis may feel like there's not much value in him, and they're going to try to get as much value as they could for him, and not wait to see what else comes out of Ja Morant in the next upcoming years. And I think this is probably a new wave of what the NBA is gonna go now, where we're sitting here like, hey, this player, will be here. He's expendable and all that stuff. But then out of a heartbeat, he's traded. He's gone. He made some mistakes that is his fault and all that. But trade him? Shit, Memphis. You was already in this shit for a while. And
it's honestly the same exact reason Dallas traded Luka.
Yeah, they ain't trying to do that shit.
Can we trust you to give you a supermax? The answer right now is no, and I don't blame them.
The supermax got a lot of those teams scared, and I think that's going to come up in the next bargaining agreement, and we might end up seeing another NBA strike.
We're gonna see non-guaranteed contracts in the NBA, and thank you, Joel Embiid, for that. Thank this different players for it, but I think we're gonna start seeing non-guaranteed contracts.
I'll be shocked if the players give that up. So put it like this: if there starts being non-guaranteed, then the cap's gonna go, and the fucking contracts are gonna be absurd because you can't give non-con. Like that's the NFL move. I don't know if they can do that. Like you're not wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I think
I think the scheme of like, no, you really got to like really boost the incentives for these guys that you feel like injury prone, too crazy, or whatever the case is, man. But it'd definitely be crazy if they do. But this is more like the tide and twist and turns in the league. The players had momentum for a long time. Then the coaches and the union has the control. Then it goes to the players. Now we're hitting the wave where it's ownership and all that. And we see it with these moves that people are doing. You know what I'm saying? Like you gave up Luka, for instance, you didn't want to pay him. Cool. He gets hurt all the time and all that. Then you trade him for Anthony Davis, who eventually you're going to have to pay as well.
Nah, they won't pay him. They're going to let him walk after that.
They're going to let Anthony Davis walk? Shit.
Well, they got him for the next, 2 or 3 years?
Yeah, they got him for 2 or 3. And then after that, what's he going to be? He can't even stay.
Yeah, he'd be about 35, 36 then. The decision is what they're going to do with Kai this summer. Well, Kai, because he's due up for Supermax as well.
It's about what he want to do.
I'm gonna be real with you. Keep it real. Kyrie's getting signed. Kyrie's getting signed because one thing you can't take away is fucking talent, and then talent that's on the basketball court. Now we know he misses some games. I bet, but he comes back from that injury. It's like he never left.
Yeah, it's more about if he wants to stay there.
He wants to stay there. I think he wants to stay there.
He'll probably want that extra max, that super max, but like, I don't know.
Maybe he wants to win. Maybe he thinks Dallas is probably not going to be in the winning situation. Maybe he says, LeBron, I want to come to LA now. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I want to play back on Luka. Oh, shit. Man. At least that thought in my mind. I don't think that's going to happen.
Dream.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, though. But who won't fuck with that tandem? That trio? Shit.
What trio? Braun's on his way out, bro. Braun's on his way out. I'll be shocked if Braun's there this year.
It's a wish, dog. But I think Kyrie stays in Dallas. I honestly think all that extra stuff that went on with Kyrie is maybe behind us in this tense, not in future tense, because we'll bring it up. They'll bring it up whenever Kyrie's mentioned. But all-star replacement this year, but all-star, putting up all-star numbers, goes out there and competes day in and day out. And for people, mentioning that it was affecting his game with all this extra talk, it wasn't. The big blow-up for me in his career, honestly, would be leaving the Boston Celtics, bro, because he can have a couple titles right now.
Who?
Kyrie. With the Celtics.
Nah, it wouldn't have worked.
No, I'm talking about if he would have stayed. They wouldn't have won?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it would have worked. Because for us to win it, we needed Tatum to take a next step, and Tatum wasn't going to take that step with Kyrie on the team. He got the ball too much, way too much. Way too much. He basically, when Kyrie's on your team and you got Jalen and Tatum, now you got Jalen and Tatum both just being spot-up shooters because Kyrie has to have the ball. He could play off ball, but like he wasn't. Not here. Not really.
We're going to pay attention to Jaylen Brown over the next month because it's Ramadan. and we know he's not going to be able to eat, you know, and then when he does it, something's going to be full. So we're looking at you, Jaylen Brown, to see what type of production you're going to give us during Ramadan. Give us those good numbers, your career high numbers. You know, we can say you on Ramadan, we can talk about it on the show, man. But I can't wait to see after the season, man, because it's going to be definitely.
You can say I'm hungry.
I say he going to be hungry. Ramadan, man.
He's going to be hungry as hell.
Yeah.
Brandon Ingram declined a deal from the Pelicans. He just signed with the Raptors. Keep it real, fellas. I just think he wanted to be out of there. The team was supposed to be poised to win. Then the team is not poised to win. And then the guy that you have as the poster child is fucking sitting in street clothes more than he's in fucking basketball shorts. Like, no, Brandon, you did the right thing by not signing with them and at least signing with the Raptors, because even though the Raptors may not be in a better position, maybe they are, than the Pelicans, you know everything up there is probably solid. Like the organization, the way they ran is solid. I don't know what type of organization they're running in New Orleans. It's terrible.
Well, it sucks.
$160 million deal that Pelicans offered him. He declined it. I would have declined it too. Hell no, I don't want to play in this shithole for another.
Yeah, that ship's sinking. Why would I stay there?
Hey, that's crazy. What was that, like just 2 years ago? They were up and coming team. Hold on, a young head coach.
Just 2 years ago, Unc was on these podcasts telling me and laughing at me about how my Lakers made the mistake of a lifetime, giving up all these players, and the Pelicans were going to prosper. And the Pelicans
they all gone.
Meanwhile, they had Ed Davis and Boogie cooking. They had Ed Davis and Boogie cooking, and they before he went to the Lakers, and they literally were in it. They were in the West, and now it's just all bad. It's all bad.
It's all bad, bro.
What happens when you draft Duke players?
Not named Jason Tatum.
Right.
Or Kyrie. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't do great for them the first time around, but yes. Yeah, he balled up after Braun got there.
And we have one more story on the night, man. We know there's been a ring of professional athletes getting robbed. Burglarized, I mean, not robbed. You know what I'm saying? Rob is kind of like when you
give it up.
Give it up. Right, exactly. These guys,
I want you to know who's taking your shit.
The burglars could face up to 10 years in prison if convicted of the charges. Guys like Bobby Portis, Joe Burrow, getting their stuff robbed. I'm getting this shit burglarized because they wasn't robbed again. Let's just not say these football athletes got robbed. They wasn't home and the guys decided to sneak in the house. I still have the question: how they get your addresses? How they know? How they get the jackpots? That's wild.
So they got Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and I think they're the same guys that got Luka as well.
And they picking their spots. This is like fucking real life Ocean's 11 out this bitch.
Yeah, it's like they got a network going on.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? They are all Chilean migrants.
Den of thieves. Allegedly. That seems convenient, by the way. They're all Chilean minors. The fuck?
It's only a minor. Yo, hey, they thought they had it, and then they started wanting to go to Pawn Shop Live on CNN, and then got bad. What's wrong with y'all, dog?
Stupid.
They on social media flashing with the stolen goods.
So stupid. Where do you think?
Oh, Jaylen Brown's crib was broken. Wow.
Checks out. Where you think? If
who's their inside man?
Trump.
What are we doing? Yeah, Trump is out here doxing guys, getting the addresses for petty thievery, for
Trump's
petty Chilean thieves.
Trump's like, no, we don't need a three-peat this year. Rob them mofos. Rob Kelce Mo. Hold on.
What do you think would be a good place for Ja to go if he does get traded?
Boston Celtics.
It would cost Jalen.
Best place for him to be traded to. That's interesting.
I'd take it if it only costed fucking like Derek White and Drew Holiday and some picks. Yeah, you can have all that.
Yeah,
They're yours.
I'm thinking send him far out.
I can see the Lakers.
That'd be crazy.
Him and Luka.
I was thinking more like Sacramento.
That's gonna cost them Dalton and Reeves.
I was thinking more like Sacramento.
Yeah, they just got rid of a point guard. That'd be nuts.
They got those picks from the Spurs or whatever the case is.
Yep.
I'll go get Job. The matchup with Sabonis.
And they can still have Sabonis and DeRozan.
Yeah.
Houston Rockets got a lot of draft picks.
I was just thinking the Rockets is crazy. Yeah.
And they got the cap space.
Hold on.
And you basically have the most athletic backcourt like ever between him and Jalen Green.
And you know who's gonna you know when John's best years was, man, who he had by his side on his team, Dylan Brooks. Good move.
Oh yeah, go back with Dylan. Yeah,
go back with your guy that had your mind set up. As soon as Dylan Brooks leaves the Houston, you start acting crazy.
He been acting up though. That's funny.
Just trying to make a good storyline for you.
I know.
What all did Miami get for the Jimmy Butler trade?
Shit.
Nah, they got
a couple of firsts, right?
Oh, the Heat can, yeah.
Who did they get? They got that's a 3-team. Was it 3-team trade or just straight with the Warriors?
I think it was supposed to be a 4-team. I think it ended up being a 3-team trade.
Who was in that trade? You looking to?
Hold on. Jimmy Butler's in the trade. Jimmy trade. Okay. He got traded for a protected first-round pick, Kyle Anderson and Andrew Wiggins. That's all.
Oh, just one first. Okay. There's one first. Okay.
So they basically, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, Wiggins isn't as good as Jimmy, but he does a lot of the same things, honestly. Yeah. And he's younger. They kind of just replaced him. He don't got the leadership part, but they good on that because Bam's ready.
Hold on. So, Andrew Wiggins was playoff Jimmy. He won a championship doing that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, he played well then, but also it's a lot easier to be that guy when you're number 4 or 3. Like with Miami, he gonna end up having to be like 3 at worst. I mean at best, because like you got Hero there and you got Bam there already. So they got Rozier too. I like their team if they
got Rozier for like 2 more months and then his ass going to jail.
Who? Bam?
Nah, Rozier.
Oh, what did he get? What happened with him? I forgot what Rozier did.
So Rozier apparently is around the same top as Michael. What's that? Was it Porter's brother?
Oh, he did
betting on games. Yeah,
the gambling shit. Oh, yep. Terry, it's a done deal for you, brother.
So they saying that it has something to do with like him and his father potentially. I think his father was a convicted felon, got out recently. They started bonding again, all this and that. I think his father has a bad criminal past, things like that. I don't know what really leads into Rozier betting on himself during games, but
it was the natural progression of it all. Criminal dad comes out, you reconnect.
But we thought we was done here. We're gonna get to the NFL, and that's the last case here. But since we're on NBA, this is one more NBA story here that has to do with college basketball as well. We've talked about the suspected gambling ring. It's under investigation for his role in 2 NBA betting cases. One involving Rozier that's trying to fill his ways up, and Jonte Porter. But sportsbook accounts connected with the gambling bet ring against 3 college basketball teams: Eastern Michigan, Mississippi Valley State, and North Carolina A&T, according to ESPN, which cited anonymous sources. 3 North Carolina A&T players were suspended indefinitely last week for violating team rules, though it's not clear if the statement from men's basketball coach Monte Ross had any connection to the gambling allegations. According to the report, some of the same sportsbook accounts also placed large wagers on prop bets involving Toronto Raptors player Jonte Porter in 2 games during the NBA season, and then Terry Rozier, who we just talked about. And Porter hasn't admitted to doing his share of things. Rozier declined last week to comment on a reported investigation into unusual betting on his performance in a game. A sportsbook account linked to the gambling ring was also wagered on a Temple basketball game flagged for suspicious betting last March. Woo! Lord damn. So people just getting hit back with the hit back, huh? 2023 as well, 2 dozen Arizona State, and I think we covered this on the show. And Iowa athletes were criminally charged after a slate investigation into illegal sports wagering too. So there's been a lot of illegal doing in the last 2-3 years.
How you get caught with that? I don't understand. Luka 1 for 7, 0 for 4 from 3.
Running his mouth.
Yeah, but like you gotta be dumb, man. You gonna do shit like that, you gotta stay quiet.
Yeah, you can't even talk about it amongst yourselves, those involved.
No paper trail, no nothing. What is understood don't need to be spoken. Like,
yep.
What y'all doing? There's always somebody trying to get too much, though. I bet.
I'm about to go watch my
Because if you're the person helping somebody gamble, like they're the athlete, and you're on the outside helping them gamble, you got them by the small hairs, man. Like you can extort them easily because they can't. Yeah. It can't come out on their end. It can't come out, or that's their career. So you gotta really trust who you're working with. I don't know what these guys be doing, man.
Greedy. A couple of dollars get thrown in front of you.
NFL
and you think, how ain't gonna happen to me?
Like that bro's agent or whoever that was, his homie, Shohei Ohtani, he can't go back to Japan, bro. They will put him in a series of suitcases.
Yeah. Yeah.
He can't
he embarrassed the nation.
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? Gambling? We're gonna chop you up.
Yeah, he'll be in a series of Gucci bags.
Hell yeah, definitely. And we have one more news story of the night. Comes from the National Football League. Shout out to the National Football League. Let's get a bracket on NFL great tough hitters and MLB's great bloopers.
We see that.
I mean, it's just a matter of us setting things up, Chris. But if we do that, before we do our show about it, we'll notify you. Let you know when to be on one of these days. Not promising anytime soon, but we'll work on it. Definitely.
He had to pay off the Yakuza. No, he's not gonna pay off the. He need to become a Yakuza. That's the only way he's gonna be safe. They're not going. You're not paying them off. They're gonna talk about money.
He got caught.
You got caught being
you're a liability.
Yeah, you got to go. I bet he's like happy as hell in that prison.
That's like bringing in a known snitch into your organization.
Right. Yeah, you can't. You gonna bring him back here? Now you gotta go. Both of you motherfuckers gotta go.
Is it true that T. Higgins got tagged today, or that this rumor is spilled?
That's the plan anyway. They're gonna.
That's the plan. Yeah, it can't down until March.
Okay, I think on March the 10th. And then they'll work the deal out. They'll tag him and work the deal out.
Yeah,
if they're smart.
Because I think it'll be what a restricted free agent tag. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, exclusive.
Yeah. Plus, I think remember he was talking about that pay cut shit that he would take a pay cut to stay. This is a way that you can still get him a bigger bag than normal if you tag him first and then rework the rest of the deal, because you can tag him, then you get whatever bonus you get with that, and then you rework the back end of that deal so that it's not as much, and you may be able to give him less while still giving him plenty. We'll see what happens.
Could they say Chase might be in the $40 million range?
Whatever the highest is, that because he put the numbers up.
Listen here with the NFL, and I'm just gonna note this little sidebar.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that.
Small countries GDP away from being under the salary cap.
Yeah, literally, there's countries who don't have as much money as they're over the cap.
So teams got some good news Wednesday as they were informed that the 2025 salary cap will be between $277.5 million to $281.5 million, as well as it's ahead of last year's figure of $255.4 million. The news that the cap isn't going up. The news that the cap is going up isn't unexpected, but the amount is increasing was a surprise to NFL execs. Free agent coming in less than a month. You got teams like the Patriots. You got teams like the Commander Redskins. You got a plethora of teams that got money in the cap. So, and like we said, teams like the Saints, $60 million over the cap. It might help them get through without too many risky decisions.
You know what's crazy about that? So Took said that the salary cap going to be between 277 and 281.
Mm-hmm.
It was 155 million just in 2016.
Yeah, the new CBA, they got so much advertising.
TV deals, huh?
It was like 17 or 18. They got a TV deal that was bananas. So check your text, coach. You're being stopped.
They say this can help teams like we just mentioned, the Cincinnati Bengals with the franchise tagging of T. Higgins potentially, and Will said, you can work on that bottom on the rest of the number. Basically when you want to do it. And the Minnesota Vikings don't keep Sam Darnold. There's more cap space for each team to get into a bidding war for a free true impact player that might hit the bucket. And another side of the Cincinnati Bengals possibly tagging Higgins is that now if a team wants him, you have to give up 2 picks, 2 first rounders, Cincinnati. So, to be real, Cincinnati still doesn't end up with him when the season starts, but they end up with 2 first round picks and more capital for their team maybe in the future. I think
that's a lot, bro. Because think about it, it's gonna be 2 first round picks, and you got to sign them long term. That's why teams do this, because they know teams aren't gonna want to give that up. That's why they did it, because teams ain't going to want to give that up. Who's going to give up 2 picks and then have to sign him to damn near like $30 million a year? Who's going to be able to do that or want to do that?
It's hard because all the teams that potentially we had said can go get him.
Patriots the only one that really got the money.
They're not a win now mode. They're not a win now mode. So
right, that's too much to spend in a build.
But yeah, any of these teams, the Patriots, Commanders. No, maybe.
No. That's a fair one.
But Patriots no. But teams that we know that really gonna want his services are probably not gonna be teams that gonna win. So
it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough.
It makes sense. Unless the Commanders sign him, then we kind of reverse that.
Yeah, Commanders is one that could do it. Trying to think of some other teams.
That's the favorite team, by the way.
Commanders?
The Commanders,
yeah.
Which is crazy. Because they could potentially land him and trade for Garrett all in the same offseason.
Well, that'd be absurd. Now you're asking way too much out of a second-year quarterback, because now you turn the pressure up on him. He had a good freshman year.
Yeah,
because you got a good freshman year with a solid team, and now you give him 3 All-Pro receivers, basically.
Yep.
So
they should pick one of the other.
I'm talking about Myles Garrett.
Oh, that I thought you meant Garrett from the Jets. I'm like, that's too many receivers.
Yeah. but still,
Myles Garrett and T. Yeah, that's crazy.
But still, the expectations, I'll be thinking the same.
It would be more expectations. Yeah, it would be more expectations still. Still, you're right.
Crazy as hell, right? Man. So top storylines to look after, for coming into the new NFL season. I know we a couple of weeks just ending it. But I'm just going to go down 10. Eagles trying to run it back. Bills looking for a receiver. Tom Brady searches for the new Raiders QB. Chiefs have some big
Sam Darnold rumors, by the way.
Yep, Sam Darnold rumors, of course. Steelers need another Band-Aid QB, they say. The Patriots will be spending.
Going after Blondie.
Realize that they got go. Saints will not be spending, maybe.
Hold on. Blondie who?
A Goldie.
Goldie. Oh, the receiver? Wait, who?
Lawrence.
Oh, ain't he locked up?
He's locked up, but they're interested in trading for him.
I'm sure they are. Jacksonville is not retarded. I mean, They're not the best.
You got a new coach coming in. You got Duval coming in.
Duval. You guys are an idiot.
You got Sam Darnold looking to cash in, as we just mentioned. Of course, there's gonna be airways and stories about Aaron Rodgers' possibility of retiring and his future in the air. And as
is he done too?
Is he done? I
don't think the ego lets him take a backup role.
I don't see
starting quarterback. I keep telling y'all he's following his guy. It's the Brentford experience.
What if Jacksonville does trade Lawrence and sign him as
retire in Jacksonville and fucking suck? Yeah, sure.
As a bridge, QB.
What? You're trading the guy.
I'll be real with you. That would be the funniest trade ever, but I wouldn't even be shocked because of the fucking GM and the people running it. The AEW clan, the cons. They would give Aaron Rodgers whatever key he want, and they don't care to suck again. It is bad. They should not do that.
I'm just saying though, you bring him in as a bridge quarterback, you about to just jump off a bridge. That whole like, what are we doing? It's no good.
Crack it down, Dundee in real life time.
Because you literally you're getting a guy that's gonna make you a purgatory team. You're gonna be good enough to not get a top 5 pick, even though he didn't do that with the Jets. Oh shit. Yeah, this could happen. I'd be shocked though. I'd be shocked if Jacksonville moves from Trevor.
This year, I will. This year, yes. If he goes next year and he gets hurt again, then I can see them making a move.
Oh yeah, if he bombs again this year, then it's over.
That's so 3 first consecutive seasons of under expectations.
It's a real thin line because right now, as I stand right now, I'm like, nah, no chance. But if he has like 8 bad more games, then we're over the line and then he's gone. Like for sure, it's that quick. Like, yeah, it's nuts. Yeah, he really got 8 games left to prove it. Because I'm not lying. If you get around week 7 and they're like 2-5, bro, he's gone at the break. Like this, you gotta move on, man.
Yeah, because you got that new coach in there. He's gonna be antsy. He's gonna be like, my career's on the line now.
he's like, yo, I came in, I said some dumb shit. Day 1, he's like, I can't afford you.
Looking for a reason.
Oh no. Yeah, it's crazy. Shout out to Trevor, man. Sunshine.
Real talk, man. Real talk. I want to give a shout out on top before we shout out tonight. I want to give a shout out to little cuz Jaden Dorton, man, against Curry College tonight. 34 points, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to, man. Shout out to the University of New England Northeasters, man, for their win tonight against Curry College, man. As the college season comes down to an end, cuz was killing them tonight. Cuz over the last 2 games, like what? It's supposed to be swagging them on run, dog, which I hate. But after these last couple games, you better be keeping him in 30-plus minutes next year, dog. Real talk. Shout out to my guy. Shout out to the Burke. In English, they will be playing in the Boys City Championship tomorrow. And I got to find out what the girls games today, man. But shout out to all Massachusetts in this basketball season. Shout out to everyone. I've watched a lot of basketball. I've heard about a lot of basketball. I live in Lynn, Massachusetts now. They breathe sports. They live, breathe, and shit sports.
They ain't shit else to do out there but get drunk and do drugs. Yeah, they love sports.
Yeah, it's crazy. Best team in the city, I guess they said, was St. Mary's. And then St. Mary's lose yesterday to Lynn Tech, which everybody feels like Tech really is probably the best team overall. But it was a great competitive game last night. I was able to watch it. Shout out to all teams, though. Shout out to Brighton High, who, though they may not make a state tournament, ended the season hot. Shout out to Boston Green Academy, who's right across the street from Brighton High, making noise. They're a superior school now in Brighton. Shout out to Coach C's at Chelsea High. I got to watch a couple of their games this year on live stream. Shout out to C's for being the first coach to show me and send me a link to watch his games. Shout out to Main Crew, Tyro Figueroa, and the guys at East Boston. Shout out to all the high school teams I was able to watch it. Shout out to my man Barry Golden over in Brookline.
You're not even finishing shout outs before you start new shout outs.
Shout the hood out. Shout to everybody, dog. You know what I'm saying? Shout out.
Yo, y'all just got a preview for whatever award show.
Right behind each other. Oh shit!
Oh man, he was piggybacking shout outs. That was crazy.
Two showing the love tonight. That's what's up.
Shout out to the hood too. You heard?
You heard?
Let me see. Shout out to Bobby, P. Dollar, Jake, Mike, Chris, and Jalissa. And special shout out to my fat.
Oh shit!
She's gonna be a new mommy. Another grandbaby on the way.
Where's my sound?
We are so excited. Due in September. Yeah. And guess what? She already set his baby up for failure.
Wow.
He or she already has 2 Cowboys onesies.
No, get him a Texans one.
Yes.
Y'all in a bad spot. You got it
with
a good team when he's young.
Congratulations, man. Another grandbaby coming for coach, man. Let's see here. I told any of my kids if they have a child before my daughter 18, I'm not taking care of them.
It's gonna be interesting. No, not at all.
I'm not wrong for that, right? I'm not tripping.
Nope. You act grown, you better act grown.
Hell yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And the father is a Saints fan, so this is gonna be interesting.
Oh man, don't have them like a baby shower.
That poor baby ain't got a shot at a good team. God damn.
Crazy hell,
That's
man.
crazy though.
Congrats to that, man.
Congratulations, man.
A new
Thank
baby
y'all.
coming to the family, man.
Our clan is getting bigger. That's grandkid number 4.
Absolutely. Happy birthday to my nephew, man. T, man. You know what I'm saying? Just turned 3 yesterday. So happy birthday to my nephew. Shout out to nephew. You heard?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's my last show of the week, man. So happy birthday, my baby birthday on Friday. Shout out to my girl, dog. Birthday on Friday. She about to be 40. You heard? Nah, she ain't about to be 40. I joke about 40, man. 40 is not an age you want to be, but she hitting that just about. So, you know, happy early birthday to you, man. And, you know, so let's see it. I'm ready, you know?
For what? So hype.
Oh, man. Yo, I'm just hyped, man. It's a great week from y'all fellas, man. Couple shows this week. I had to leave a little early. So, no, I got to do a full show tonight to y'all. So, I'm kind of ecstatic, fellas. And I'm actually ecstatic because there's been people paying attention to us that we don't think are paying attention to us. But, fellas, I'm going to let y'all know, man. I'm going to be on the Grove Hall Sports Podcast maybe next month. My guys over in the Bean podcast, and they've been hearing some things about not only myself, but the group, man. And maybe I could bring a tag team partner over to their cast, man. But, hey, got a scheduled podcast with another group that supports, man, within the next month. So, yeah, we'll keep y'all posted on that. You know? Yeah, it's been a cool couple weeks. Hey, and I'm just, you know, it's been a tough week for your boy, you know, 3 years since my mom's passed. You know, so in all, we got to cherish everything we have, you know what I'm saying, and be happy with things. That's why I mentioned to you earlier about why people are so emotional about things that they shouldn't be emotional about. You know, you just got to keep going, man. You got to keep pushing. You know, every day's going to be the next day, regardless of what happens. And honestly, be real, I've been that way forever. But when she passed, man, I had to look at myself and say, I can sit here and drown for fucking hours, days, years. You got to get up the next day, bro. It's not like that in this world, man. You got to get up, provide, be a parent, work, pay the bills. Can't stop, you know? So, shout out to
Can't stop,
man.
won't stop.
Take that. You know what I'm saying? You heard? Yeah, I'm enough for me tonight, man. You know, I'm just doing my due diligence for the hour I missed this week.
And you knocked the cover off the ball, brother.
Definitely.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Well, what we signing off on with tonight?
Chris, we cool again. You heard?
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.